Hi there, my name is Kate and I'm going to talk to you about present continuous tense. You may also know this tense as present progressive, though actually the other name doesn't change anything for us. So first of all, let me talk about the ways how to form present continuous. On the first slide, I'd like to draw your attention to the fact that all continuous tenses are formed in the same way. You just take the verb to be, and after it you put the main verb plus ing. As far as we are talking about present continuous tense, we have to remember the forms of the verb to be in the present. They are am for I, is for he, she, and are for all other cases. So, if you need to make a positive sentence in present continuous, do not forget to put subject in the first place in the sentence. After it, put the verb to be in an appropriate form, and after that, the main verb plus ing. Look at the examples. I am making a video. Everything is in its places. So here we have I as a subject, am as an appropriate form of the verb to be after I, and making as the main verb which is used with ing. Somebody is watching me. Somebody is usually used as he, she, or it. So we have subject in the first place, the form of the verb to be in the second place, and the main verb plus ing ending after it. And you are listening to me. I hope it is true as well. So subject you requires the form of the verb to be are after it, and of course the main verb plus ing. If you want to deny some fact, then do not forget about particle not, which you will put between the verb to be, here we go, and the main verb plus ing. Look at the examples. I'm not surfing the internet, I'm making a video. Here we go. I'm a contracted form of I am, particle not, and the main verb plus ing ending. Somebody's not watching me but birds. Somebody's not, somebody is not, and the main verb plus ing ending. The next phrase you must have heard for thousands of times when you were at the university or at school. You're not listening to me. Stop talking. Here you have you are, which is a contracted form, particle not, and the main verb plus ing ending. If you have to ask a question using present continuous, then do not forget that the direct order is changing into indirect one, and you will put am, is, or are in the first place in the sentence, then you will add subject, and only after that verb plus ing ending. So what am I talking about? Do not forget that if you have a question word, it is in the first place before the auxiliary verb to be, then the verb to be, then I, and then verb plus ing ending. What is the cat doing? Again, a question word is in the first place, the verb to be is in the second place after the question word, the cat as a subject is used after the verb to be, and the main verb is in the third place. Yes/no question is the last one. Are you listening to me attentively? So you do not need any question word, you just put are in the first place, then subject after it, and then listening, the verb plus ing ending. I hope it comes easy to you. So now let us talk about the ways to use present continuous. So the main thing to use present continuous is to use it for the actions that are happening at the moment of speaking. While I'm speaking to you, something is happening. For example, I'm explaining the use of present continuous to you. It is happening right now, at the moment while I'm speaking. Actually, I'm speaking because I'm explaining the use of present continuous to you. Look, the text is appearing. And again, it is happening at the moment of speaking. While I was speaking to you, the text was appearing. And if I make 2 more clicks with my mouse, then the slide is disappearing and leads us to the second way to use present continuous. That is for temporary actions. I want you to remember that present simple is used for something that is constant in your life, for some facts or some permanent situations, some daily routines. Present continuous is opposite of it in the way we use it for different actions. So it is for temporary, something that is happening around now, around the moment of your life. For example, this week, these days, this semester, and other ways. As far as you have noticed, we have to use this or these to show that this moment is around now. So, let me give you an example. You're sitting at a cafe with a friend and exchanging news. Suddenly he tells you, "You know, I'm looking for a new job this month." Look, he's using "I'm looking for a new job." He's using present continuous. And also, he is using "this month" to show that this action is happening around now. And it does not mean that he's sitting in front of you, surfing the net, sending some CVs, or maybe having a phone interview. Your reaction may be the following. "Are you kidding me? You're getting so many orders this month." In the first case, you are using present continuous for something that is happening right now, while you are speaking. He is kidding you probably. And the second case shows us that it is temporary. You are getting so many orders this month. We don't know what was last month or what the situation will be next month. But you know that around now, around the present moment of your lives, he is getting a lot of orders. And it should be a joke that he is looking for a new job. I want you to think about some temporary situations which are happening with you around now. For example, what book are you reading? Or what series are you watching? Or what project are you working on at your work? While you're thinking, let's go to the next slide. Here we go. Present continuous is used for trends or changing situations. First of all, let me talk about trends. Probably you have a friend who is living a healthy lifestyle. And probably you have not just one friend. Or maybe you are the person who lives a healthy lifestyle and you have a lot of friends who also live a healthy lifestyle, and that your friends have friends, and so on and so on. So we know that nowadays more and more people are living a healthy lifestyle. 2 comparative adjectives connected with "and" show us that it is a trend, that not just one person do it. And nowadays shows us that it is something that is happening around now, around the moment of our lives. So here we go, we use present continuous to show that it is a trend, it is fashionable. More and more people are living a healthy lifestyle. Or maybe the government is thinking about the environmental issues. And you may add, the government is thinking about environmental issues more and more. It will show some kind of trend. Also, we may speak about changing situations using present continuous. And let me remember our poor economical situation. So ruble is still falling down, while oil and gas aren't becoming more expensive. You see, we use present continuous to show that ruble is falling down. It changes its positions. For example, we have kind of chart. I'm sorry for my poor drawing. And ruble was here, and then it has got here, 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 and continues its falling. So we show that the process is changing and it is falling down and probably will go somewhere even lower. And oil and gas aren't becoming more expensive. So using present continuous negative form, we show that nothing is happening with oil and gas. We deny its changes. I hope that you understand it clear. So I want then to tell you about my favorite way to use present continuous. Irritation. I will go to their example straightforward. So probably you have a colleague who smokes, and you may say that he smokes, it is a fact. He has such bad habit. Someone is looking for him and you answer that he is smoking. He is smoking right now, at the moment of speaking, at the moment when someone is looking for him. But if you got tired of his smell and yellow teeth and all these smoking pauses that he does, then you take present continuous and add some kind of emotion. He's always smoking. He does it so often that it makes you feel nervous. He does it more often than you expect from him. You may be okay with the fact that he smokes, but if he does it too much, and if he interrupts his work too often, and it makes you really annoyed, then here we go, we use present continuous. And also you may use always or constantly to show that this process is not ordinary one. He's always smoking. Though it may be used not only for something that happens so often and irritates you, it may be also used for the situations which just happen more often than we expect from them. My friends are very sociable. They are always making new friends even on a bus. Can you just imagine this? So you are on a bus in the morning. People are very angry with the fact that they have to go to some work and do some tasks. And my friends can make new friends. And they are always making new friends on a bus. It is happening very often, so often, that in this case it actually doesn't make me irritated, but it makes me surprised. Probably you may have a friend or an acquaintance who is always getting lost. He is getting lost too much, too often, or who is always being late. He's doing this too often. In these cases, just take present continuous, add always or constantly, and intonation. Use intonation here to show your emotions. That's all about the ways to use present continuous, and I want just to pay your attention to some typical mistakes that can be done while using this tense. First mistake is pretty frequent, and it is lack of to be. I listening to you. You have a subject in the first place. You have the main verb plus ing ending, but you have forgotten about the verb to be. In this case, you actually may pretend that you have pronounced it, though it was too mute and listening to you. Though the main way to avoid this mistake is to pay more attention to what you are saying. In the next example, you may see that there is mix of present simple and present continuous. Where is Tom? Does he smoke? You either want to know if he smokes in general. In this case, you may ask, does he smoke? Maybe you're looking for a partner. Or maybe you're looking for Tom. Where is Tom? Is he smoking? And you just want to know what he is doing right now at the moment when you're looking for him. I hope that at the moment I will pronounce the next phrase, your ears will bleed. I'm not understanding you. See? It doesn't sound natural. And it doesn't sound natural in because understanding is a state verb. And state verbs are never used in continuous forms. No continuous forms for state verbs. That is why this phrase should sound like I don't understand you. Even if you do not understand somebody at the moment of speaking. Still, I don't understand you. And the last case, she's not married and having 4 cats, shows us a very stupid situation, or maybe not so stupid. Having 4 cats is fun. And it also shows us the verb have, which is used in a continuous form. If have is used in the meaning own or belong, we may say she owns 4 cats or 4 cats belong to her, then it is a state verb and it cannot be used in any continuous form. But if you are having a snack and you can't talk, then say it. I'm having a snack, I can't talk. In this case, have has meaning eat or use or whatever you can think of it, but not own and belong. So that is why you can use it as an action verb. Though actually state and action verbs are the topic for the next video, which I hope you will also see. So that's all, folks. I hope that everything was clear for you, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment and ask them. So stay tuned.